Hey! Welcome back to my Patreon. So today, we are continuing with more 90s cartoon intros via the channel Retro Crunch. This one will finish every 90s cartoon intro part 2. As always, I will throw the link to the original down below. So, make sure to give the original some love, the original video some love. And, alright, let's get into it. Okay. We finished up last time with Shin-chan, which was a banger. Absolute banger of an intro. Phenomenal intro. One of the best we've seen so far. One of the absolute best intros I've ever seen. Alright, so let's get to Ooh.
Was it something I did? I'm just a normal kid. I'm not sure what they are. But they're totally bizarre. My name's Chris, let me tell you.
This is a toy tie-in, isn't it? Creepy Crawlers. That was I didn't have the toy, but I think I remember the commercials for the toy, where it's like they're basically just like wax or something like that. Yeah, you pour in like the maybe not. Well, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Oh yeah. Yeah. The Thing Maker, or Creepy Crawlers. Yeah, Plastigoop. So you pour goop in and it basically is like a mini oven, heated it and made it into rubber.
About the moonlighting night, when creepy crawler goop mandos came in a flash of light. All this glowing goop came pouring out, and then they appeared. And they each got different powers, though they're all kind of weird. You could say I made some new friends, even though I'm not sure how. But Nino Guggen Grime has my matchmaker now. He's making evil crime rhymes, I've got to stop him somehow.
I appreciate the summary of the plot there.
Could it get any stranger? And slimy crime grinds. Creepy crawlers.
I like an intro that it describes the premise. You know, I like when an intro tells you what the show's about. Which is maybe a weird thing to like, but I do enjoy when it's like, you know, here's what this show is about. Here's the premise of this program. I appreciate it. It stinks. And yeah, a lot of it was just making fun of. There's a lot of it that's just making fun of movies and Hollywood and all that. But yeah, it was a funny show. I enjoyed it.
Hope was a smart boy, had a lot on the ball, but the family that took him in was total Neanderthal. Hope, just a memory of his mammoth friend named Phil, who was found by the scientist Dr. C and Mike in the Arctic chill. Phil fell into a glacier It was like a big deep freeze.
What?
But he was brought back to life to his surprise in the 20th century. So listen, Nashville takes us back to wonders of long ago.
Wait. Okay, I'm thrown off. So, woolly mammoth frozen in ice for 20,000 years and now is telling stories about his caveman? What? Did you need the bit about the woolly mammoth in the future telling the stories about the cave? I don't think that was necessary. I think that feels like an unnecessarily complicated addition to the plot, to the premise. You know, cave boy having cave adventures, that seems fine, you know? But oh, and by the way, we're learning about these from a talking woolly mammoth.
And weaves a tale
What?
of Woolly Bill and an Ice Age boy named Crow.
Us. Okay.
He's the greatest. He's fantastic. Wherever there is danger, he'll be there. He's the ace. He's amazing. He's the strongest. He's the quickest. He's the best.
Why so many bombs?
Danger Mouse.
Why is that? I saved this dude. Bomb. Like, why are there so many bombs? The intro's great. It's just.
Danger Mouse.
Fun intro. It's a fun intro. It's just. Like, he's swinging, like, grabs the dude, and then somebody just puts a bomb there. Like, why do you need a bomb there, too? I want to look up who actually did the theme. I never watched Daria, but I did enjoy her on Beavis and Butthead. Splendora. All-female rock band from New York. Ooh. Never heard of them, but I should probably check them out. I do generally enjoy. Oh wow, they only released one studio album. Wow. But I do generally enjoy, 90s girl rock bands.
You're standing on my neck.
I mean, I remember, like I said, I watched Beavis and Butthead, and I remember Daria from Beavis and Butthead, and that theme definitely sort of captures her vibe. Daria does look like it was probably a really good show. I just never watched it for some reason.
Supernatural things, magic and sorcery, they're back. From out of the gloom stalk your worst nightmares. Ghouls, zombies, werewolves, vampires.
Video
You're
game
never
time,
sure
right?
what lurks out there in the darkness of night.
Darksiders, right? Darkstalkers.
Chiron, intergalactic collector of planets, wants the Earth, and he's going to get it, even if he has to wake the undead. He summons Dimitri, Lord of the Vampires, to launch a reign of terror, to release a plague of monsters
Okay.
and bring humans to their knees.
Okay.
But other night warriors are on the prowl. Monstrous, awesome contenders with bizarre fighting powers. Immortal creatures locked in battle to decide the fate of the world. It's enough to make your
Yeah,
blood
video game.
run cold.
Yeah, video game series. Yeah. That's what I thought. I was like, wait a minute. There were a couple of characters in there. It's like, wait a minute. Isn't that character from a video game? Never played the Darkstalkers games, but I'm pretty sure I've seen fan art of pretty sure I've seen some fan art of that one lady. Morrigan, yeah. Pretty sure I've seen fan art of Morrigan. And other characters that look... yeah, other characters that look familiar as well that I've seen just like bits. Like I've seen like, you know, people talking about the game or something. Yes. Sorry. Now we get into one of the all-time great themes.
Enough to make your...
Anyway. Weirdly enough, not a fan of that sort of like dry matter-of-fact kind of narration of the premise. I prefer when it's a more fun description of the premise.
blood run cold.
Still, that show to this show. I remember watching when it premiered. I remember watching the premiere. Really, the only time that I ever saw anything about the Mickey Mouse Club here in Canada, because I didn't get like Disney Channel up here or anything like that. We had YTV was where I watched this, and yeah, after the premiere, they had like some Mickey Mouse Club thing. People like singing the Mickey Mouse Club song or whatever. Literally the only time I ever saw it here in Canada. Yeah, love Darkwing Duck. He is the terror that flaps in the night. Phenomenal. The Spirit parody. Like, obviously, most people would probably assume that he's like a Batman parody. It goes back to like the Batman's inspiration, The Spirit. One of the great parodies of that. One of my favorite shows when I was a kid. Loved Darkwing Duck. I don't think I watched the whole thing, though. Weirdly enough, I think I don't know if like time slot changed or if just my personal schedule changed, but I don't think I actually watched the entire series. Still, loved it.
When we got into this preteen haze,
Our parents told us it was just a phase.
Mom and Dad, we hate to burst your bubble.
As long as we're in school, we're gonna get in trouble.
Digging it. I'm digging this one. It's fun.
Doesn't matter what we do or say, 'cause the teachers always get their way. When we try to sit and pay attention, we always lose control and wind up in detention. Detention, uh-oh.
We're running in the halls now, we're riding on the walls now.
Detention, uh-oh.
Yeah.
We follow regulations, at least until our graduation.
Yeah, this is a great theme. I wish I'd watched this one as a kid because like what a really fun character designs as well. And yeah, killer theme. Excellent intro. Phenomenal intro. Dexter's Laboratory, I think, right? I never watched this one. Fun intro, though. Yeah. Honestly, that is a very fun intro.
After countless experiments, all testing proves negative. No enhanced abilities, no physical mutations, no nothing. It seems you shall never become anything more than a mere monkey.
Monkey, this is Agent Honeydew.
I mean, nothing more than a mere monkey. I mean, can think of worse fates.
Help us.
What? What? A spin-off of Dexter's Laboratory, but like what? Also, dial M for monkey. Play on dial H for hero. DC comic book. DC super, hero character. Dial M for monkey. Clear take on that, but okay. Okay, sure. Why not? Fine. Wow, that was quick. And based on the animation style, I'm not a fan. Based on the very little we saw, I don't think I'm a fan of the animation style for that one. But okay, quick and to the point. Okay, sure. I wonder what this show is. Can't tell. Okay. You know what? Intro goes hard. For like, I always assumed like I wasn't really paying that much attention to that sort of thing when I was in the 90s, but like I always assumed that Digimon was kind of a Pokemon knockoff, maybe like a sort of like a inferior version of Pokemon, which I also had no interest in. But I assumed that Digimon was sort of like, you know, Pokemon knockoff. But this intro, I'm gonna go on a limb and say and guess that the Pokemon intro probably does not go anywhere near this hard. This is a great intro. Champions. Yeah, that thing kicked ass. Oh, is this Dilbert? Yeah. I think I watched like one episode of Dilbert. And I'd read the Dilbert comic in the newspaper. Yeah, I got, you know, whenever I was a kid, I'd read the newspaper comic pages. And, you know, I was in there, and, you know, usually, you know, sensible chuckle. But man, is Scott Adams ever an asshole? Man, he sucks as a dude. And I mean, like, Dilbert was always, I mean, a lot of it was like sort of low-hanging humor. Yeah, it was, my job sucks, my coworkers suck, my boss sucks, everything sucks. You know, is that sort of like appealed because a lot of people hate their jobs. You know, a lot of people have coworkers they hate or bosses that are dumbasses or whatever. So, you know, it's like, yeah. But it was never all that, it was never really all that great, a comic strip. It was never really all that funny, a comic strip. And then Scott Adams himself turned out to be just horrible. Just sucked ass as a person. Effective intro. The intro is effective at, you know, conveying sort of the characters and general idea of it and all that. So, good, good intro. For a bad cartoon. By a really shitty dude. Oh, is this like a... I was gonna ask if it's like a Land Before Time thing, but no, I don't think it had anything to do with Land Before. Dink, the little dinosaur. Okay. I was wondering if it might have been related to Land Before Time, but no, I don't think it was. And more dinosaurs.
Sometimes Truman tells his stories to the Dino Baby clan. Dino babies make believe they could be anyone. Dino babies having fun.
It's a pretty cute intro.
While Stanley thinks he can do anything, and baby brother Marshall tries to get into the game. Dak the pterodactyl baby flies through in a whirl. Dak is making trouble in the Dino Babies world. Dino Babies on the run, run, run. Dino Babies on the run. Maria, Dino Baby girl, likes to talk it out. She helps Truman with his stories, which puts Truman in a pout. Dino Babies run beneath the prehistoric sun. Dino Babies having
It's a cute intro. Descriptions of all the characters, and it's a cute... That's cute. It's a cute intro. Something weird about the intro, about the art here. I don't quite know what it is, but there's something weird about the art style. I think it's that it's like I think it's supposed to be like so like what South Park does, where it's supposed to look like paper cutouts. I think that's what was throwing me off. Is it's not an art style you see very often, where it's so the character's supposed to sort of look like almost like like I said, paper cutouts. But what's weird is it clashes with other parts of the art style. And obviously the sexy lady dog. I don't know. Is it any wonder people my age? So many people my age are furries? I don't know. Like, it's like we grew up on cartoons that have, like, look at how sexy this animal person is. Is it any wonder so many of us grew up with weird ass fetishes? That I watched that, but I remember the theme. I remember that intro. Probably from watching like a different, like years and years and years ago. Watching a different 90s cartoon intros video. Most of the intros that I've seen, aside from the ones that are like shows that I actually watched, I have no recollection of. I did previously, like I said, like 20 years ago. Did watch a bunch of videos, or some videos of like 90s cartoon intros. That might be when I might remember that from when I watched a previous one of those videos. Because that intro is very familiar. I have no idea if I watched the show or not. I like the intro though. It's a really good intro. Loving the intro. Yeah, I love this. I love this intro. Yeah, that was a. I don't know. I don't know. This music just worked for me. That theme just worked for me.
If I could just get this crazy thing to work, there you go, just hold it right there. What does this do?
Quack Attack.
Yeah, that I like that theme. That worked for me. Very catchy. This one is not working as well for me. Yeah, that did not work for me. Quack Attack, no.
Quack Attack.
And it's continuing.
Quack Attack. Quack Attack.
Donkey Kong Country. Oh man, I loved the original Donkey Kong Country game. Loved it. It was a like that movie, that game when it came out, it was revolutionary. The graphics, like obviously by today's standards, how quaint, but yeah, it was a huge push forward in terms of video game graphics. Really fun game too, but yeah, it was a big deal. It kind of put Rare on the map. Not that they were unknowns before that, I don't think, but it was one of those games that just like they pushed the graphical abilities far enough that it. Yeah, they've been around for a while. Battletoads. So they'd already had plenty of success, but it did like that one did make a huge push them, made them like a really really big developer. And then when they did the GoldenEye video game as well, yeah, sort of cemented that even further. Not like in the video, not like in the animation. It's so dated. Good music, but the animation, oh man, that is some dated. Good thing, good, yeah, it's good, yeah. Aside from the CG just looking so exceptionally dated, you know what? It worked, especially once it got into the second section with the villains. Oh, that was where it really like that was where it was like. I mean, like the intro. I mean, it's fine, but man, that music's so cheesy. That is some cheesy ass singing and music and everything. Oh, it's so cheesy. It's hilarious. Feels more 80s. Wow, that was cheesy. Ooh, I don't like all the flashing there. It was short at least, but man, all that flashing in the background, not a fan of that. Also don't like high-pitched noises, so not liking this one so far. Oh, Dr. Katz. I watched Dr. Katz. I watched that one. I liked that one when I was young. Look back at it, again, the animation style it does not appeal to me. I understand the appeal of that animation style. It's just, looking back at it now, I don't enjoy that style. But it was a good show. Very slow, but very good. So that's part 2 down. Next up, we'll get into part 3. Which clearly has DuckTales and Dragon Balls. Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, I said it, Z. Alright, so pretty good batch here. Some really good songs, some really good ones here. Darkwing Duck, love Darkwing Duck, and there are a couple others that I was really vibing to, I think. I don't remember which ones. Also some weird ones. Dial M for Monkey. That... Okay, sure. But, yeah, I am still having fun watching these. A lot of them have no nostalgia value for me. But they're still fun intros. Don't really watch enough cartoons these days to know if the intros are still banging nowadays. I imagine a lot of them still do. But, anyway, yeah. This remains fun. And if there's anything else that you do think that it'd be interesting for me to watch and react to, or listen to and react to, anything interesting you think would be interesting for me to react to, please do let me know. I am very open to suggestions. Very hoping for suggestions. Help find some stuff to keep things varied. But, yeah, thanks for watching. And, until next time.